Jennifer Garner reveals Ben Affleck's obsessive music habit. When Jennifer Garner talks, people listen, not because she's chasing headlines, but because she has a way of being honest, charming, and effortlessly relatable. That's exactly why fans are loving her latest revelation about ex-husband Ben Affleck. In a recent interview, Garner casually revealed one of Affleck's most obsessive habits, and it has nothing to do with movies, Batman, or Dunkin' coffee runs. Instead, it's all about music, repetition, and a level of commitment that many people are finding both hilarious and deeply relatable. So today, we're breaking down what Jennifer Garner revealed, why this habit perfectly fits Ben Affleck's personality, how fans are reacting online, and why small personal details like this humanize even the biggest stars. Let's dive in. Jennifer Garner recently opened up about Ben Affleck's listening habits, and her description immediately caught attention. According to Garner, Affleck has a tendency to hyperfixate on one song, album, or artist, listening to it over and over again, sometimes obsessively, until he fully moves on to the next musical phase. Not just a few repeats. Not background noise. But full immersion. Garner explained that when Ben loves a song, it becomes the soundtrack of his life for that period. Car rides, home speakers, downtime, same music, on repeat. She shared this detail with humor and affection, not judgment. The tone was playful, almost nostalgic, offering a glimpse into the everyday quirks that exist behind celebrity headlines. And that's exactly why the internet loved it at first glance. This might seem like a throwaway anecdote, but in reality, it struck a chord, pun fully intended. Why? Because so many people do this. The internet quickly filled with comments like, "That's me with one song for 3 weeks straight. I didn't know this was an obsessive trait. I thought it was normal." Ben Affleck being a repeat song person somehow makes perfect sense. In an age where celebrities often feel untouchable, moments like this shrink the distance. Suddenly, Ben Affleck isn't just a Hollywood A-lister. He's the guy who plays the same song until everyone around him is quietly begging for mercy. It's relatable, endearing, and deeply human. If you've followed Ben Affleck's career, this habit actually makes a lot of sense. Affleck is known for being intense, focused, thoughtful, and sometimes deeply introspective. Whether it's preparing for a role, directing a film, or throwing himself into a passion, he tends to go all in. That same intensity showing up in his music habits feels almost inevitable. Music, for many people, is emotional regulation. It's comfort. It's mood control. For someone like Affleck, who has openly discussed struggles with anxiety, addiction, and mental health, locking into a song or album may be grounding. Garner didn't frame it as a flaw. Instead, it came across as one of those quirks you learn when you truly know someone. What really stood out wasn't just the habit, it was how Jennifer Garner talked about it. There was no bitterness, no shade, no awkwardness, just warmth, humor, and familiarity. Garner and Affleck have long been praised for their co-parenting relationship and mutual respect post-divorce. Moments like this reinforce that narrative. She wasn't telling a story for shock value. She was sharing a memory that felt personal and light. In a media environment where exes often tear each other down for clicks, this kind of storytelling feels refreshing. It shows that even after romantic relationships end, shared history doesn't disappear, it simply changes shape. Social media predictably had a field day. Some fans joked about wanting to know what songs Ben Affleck obsessed over, how long each music era lasted, and whether anyone ever dared to change the playlist. Others connected it to their own relationships, sharing stories about partners who do the exact same thing, playing one song until it loses all meaning. There was also a surprising amount of affection in the responses. Rather than mocking Affleck, people found the habit charming. Comments described him as accidentally relatable, a deep feelings music guy, that one friend who ruins a song by loving it too much. In the world of celebrity discourse, that's a win. This moment highlights something important. It's the small, mundane details that humanize celebrities the most. Not red carpet looks. Not box office numbers. Not dramatic breakups. But habits. Quirks. Everyday behaviors. Hearing that Ben Affleck obsessively replays music reminds us that fame doesn't erase personality. Even the most scrutinized people in the world still have little routines that drive loved ones mildly crazy. And when those details come from someone as trusted and likable as Jennifer Garner, they land even softer. Jennifer Garner's revelation about Ben Affleck's obsessive music habit wasn't explosive, and that's exactly why it worked. It was gentle. It was funny. It was real. In just one small anecdote, fans were reminded that behind the Hollywood headlines are people who fall in love with songs, hit replay too many times, and find comfort in familiar sounds. And honestly, that might be the most relatable thing Ben Affleck has ever done.